Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Shy Guy Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at My Hero Academia Season 5 Episode 8, and in all honesty, this is probably the best episode of the entire season so far. We are 8 episodes in, and this episode is an absolute masterpiece. If you want fights, it's right here. We start off with Reciprocal Turbo rather, by Lita, and Lita's just blitzing the hell out of Juzo. Juzo, the smart person that he is like, I'm not gonna win this, so let me just dip. He melts the floor, goes straight in the floor, and is like, well, I can't beat him. Best bet, leave him for now, and I'm gonna go help my teammates. Lita is like, well, he's gonna attack me for a few seconds, then eventually he's like, nope. He's gonna go help his teammates. Let me go help my teammates too. And we're just seeing that Lita has progressed to new heights, and they explain in this episode that pretty much is mostly because of Deku and his shoot style. So this was Lita trying to retake back his individuality, as they say, and his speed and his things along those nature. And in all honesty, I do think it makes sense for Lita, and it's just amazing. The animation is absolutely amazing this episode. This is one of those episodes that even if you're not watching the rest of the season, you should watch it. Um, so here's the funny part. We cut back to the fight between Tail Dude and Spyro Dude, Kaibara. I mean, honestly, I still don't care about these guys. And, you know, Tail Dude is like, why am I having pain in my chest? And it's just because of the spirals, I guess. I'm not really sure. Uh, and they just show really quickly that Spiral Dude is using support items on his fingertips. And he can just, as he's spinning his hands, these fingertips are making his attacks hit just that much harder. And it's just amazing to see how good Class B 1B is. Honestly, I was rooting for Class 1B most of this episode, and even in the tie, I was kind of sad. So we see that he slips, Tail Dude eventually slips, and Spiral Dude attacks. And Lita just comes out of nowhere, blitzes Spiral Dude, grabs him, and runs straight out. And in all honesty, this is how I feel about this fight. This fight is useless. These two characters have no interaction at all. They suck. Both of them, nobody really cares about. If you're a fail of tail guy or Spiral Dude, so what? Um, you know, so Lita just brings him as dude is just spinning, and apparently this is doing damage to him, as they'll reveal later in the episode. But it's honestly just crazy watching how Lita just runs him to the jail and he just chucks him in there, and that's it. Dude is mad. He's like, don't interfere with the man's 1v1. He's like, whatever, I gotta do what I gotta do. You're a villain. You don't deserve that. And he's like, wow, you're a stick in mud. He's like, I've heard that before. It's a whatever. It's a little bit of witty banter. Who cares? He gets thrown in jail. He has a nice screenshot of his face. You might have seen it in a second ago. And, it's really interesting because we flash back to Todoroki, and Todoroki is still shooting ice at this dude, and Bakugo's like, man, this dude is dumb. He's still shooting ice at him even though he knows it doesn't work. And, you know, Tetsu is just tanking it because Tetsu is the boss that he is. He is what, like, he has quickly risen to one of my favorite characters besides Fat Gum. Fat Gum and Kirishima and now Tetsu have really made some big impacts on the series for me. And in this season, it's definitely Tetsu. Tetsu is like amazing beyond belief, and he gets blasted with these flames. We all know Todoroki has dad issues, all that kind of crap. He has constant flashbacks through this entire episode, just constantly powering up. I'm not even gonna pretend. And you know what? Tetsu's like, I'm immune. That's why they chose me to fight you. I am strong against both your fire and your ice ability. I'm pretty much your counter, and now I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. Most of this episode is just Todoroki getting beaten up by Tetsu, and I am completely okay with that. I'm great with all the kicks to the gut, the punches to the face. He deserves it all. And you know what? You made me a believer. Tetsu, you are now like my top three favorite characters out of My Hero Academia. You're right behind not Vlad, but you're right behind Todoroki's father Endeavor, and you're right behind I wanna say Stain. I mean the rest of the characters, I've seen a lot of cool characters, but so far these are the main ones that I am interested in. I wasn't too interested in Overhaul, but I'm just enjoying the fights this time around. I'm not even gonna lie. And they show Tetsu. He's immune, and you know why? He was apparently practicing taking the heat while sitting in a stove. And bruh, that is the most metal thing I've seen now. This metal dude is sitting there in a stove, training just with the heat. It's like the dude training under the waterfall, but it's just so cool. It's just punching the hell out of Todoroki. Enjoy that. And it's like I'm happy. I have written here, punch again, punch to the gut, hot, cold, half don't work. Yes, like it is amazing. And you know what? We get a flashback. Todoroki's getting beatings from his father, and we get another flashback in that flashback. And whatever. And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna amp it up," and he amps it up, and even the camera begins to melt. Toto gets hot, right? And this dude looks like an absolute beast. He is 100% going to be in the thumbnail. He is everything I've always wanted in a character. Oh my god. So, his body absorbed the heat and he's just keep going. You just see this dude. He is like, if you guys have ever seen Azura from A Zero's Wrath, this is what it is. This is like what he is doing, and it is lovely. The animation is amazing. I keep ranting about the animation because the fight is just so fun to watch and it's so entertaining. So, his body is hard and he's hardened and he's beaten the hell. And eventually, he's like, his body would not be able to keep up in this heat, right? And he's just like, well, I don't care if I have to get burned. This isn't just training. I'm going to take this as seriously as I can. And he goes all in, and I'm just respecting the hell out of Tetsu. I understand why Kirishima's like, I have so much to learn from this guy. This guy is better than you, Kirishima. I am so sorry, but he is just better than you. Tetsu is the new Kirishima, but Tetsu is better. Oh, it's so good. So, he's willing to risk getting burned. Horn Girl's running away, and she's still feeling the heat and Multi-Arm is chasing her. They're doing their own thing. So Horns versus Fists, they're just going at it. The ordinary. She speaks English and bad English, English. English, and man, it looks like everything is melting due to the heat. And Horn Girl pushes her and Arm Dude, or not due to the heat, but rather due to is it Honenuki? Yeah, I think it's Honenuki, the dude with the softening quirk, and he softens everything, and he's just double jumping them in the middle of the fight between Multi Arm and Horn Girl, whose name I forget. And it's crazy. It's just crazy because she's like, you know what? I'm not winning this. I don't want my team to be at a disadvantage. So what she does is she shoves her and him straight into the jail across the map, and it is absolutely amazing. Class 1B deserves this win. If Class B 1B did not win this, I was gonna be disappointed. And spoiler alert, they don't, and I am disappointed. So she gets put in jail with him, but it's not her jail, so it doesn't count, I think. Todoroki and Tetsu are still fighting, and they're both commenting how they're slowing down, and they're both like, well, you're slowing down too. So Toto gets another power boost, I think, after another flashback, probably. And Haneki just starts melting the ground, and he saves Tetsu. Tetsu loses all of his ability, and he just falls to the floor, like, burnt as hell, losing balance. And all of a sudden, uh, a bunch of beams start falling because Honenuki melted the floor, and one just smashes Todoroki in the back of the head, and he gets knocked out. So this means two people are knocked out at this point. And then we go back to Lita. Lita just comes straight in and just smashes Honenuki in the back of the head, annihilating most of his like face shield and stuff and his armor on his head. And this dude should be out after getting hit with like attack like that. Lita is an absolute beast as well. I mean, there's just so many good moments in this episode. I don't even know which to pick as my favorite. In all honesty, I think my favorite is just watching Tetsu beat the hell out of Todoroki. And uh, at first, Lita is like, what do I do? Do I save Todoroki or do I fight, right? And he makes the decision to save Todoroki after having the whole stain incident and a flashback. I mean, whatever. And we get a monologue by Haneki about how he doesn't want to lose his friends and all the other emotional stuff they go through. And he has a bit like, "Yo, Tetsu, push that giant canister." And he pushes this thing down, and this thing falls on Lita melted, and then it hardens all of a sudden. Everybody's passed out. Lita's waking up and he's going through excruciating pain, but he's stuck because the thing went back to normal. because it looks like Honenuki also passed out. Honenuki and was about to pass out, and he gained like, you ever see in shows where people are like they're passing out and you see the white of their eyes and that's it, you don't have any pupils or anything. They were gone, and he just snapped back and he did this final move with Tetsu just got up, did his final smash in the head with the thing. Everything fell on Todoroki and everybody's out. In the end, I don't it's crazy how it ended up like this, but it just turned into multi-arm versus horn dude. And horn girl, sorry, not horn dude. And it's crazy. Alito wakes up. He's unable to move because everything hardened, and his left arm and leg are, I think, hurt or stuck. I think his entire body's stuck, but his left arm and leg are hurt. And only Horn Girl and Dupli Arm are just fighting. She grabs Toto and Tetsu and Hanuki with the horns, but she can't fight Dupli Arm. So what she does is she actually goes up. She can stall out for time because Dupli Arm can't reach her, and this is crushing to him. I feel so bad. This is not the ending I wanted. I wanted 1B to dominate, but it turned into this, and it was just sad. It turned into a draw. Most of the people are unconscious. The nerf stays as everybody. Animation is still great. Lita and all of them start waking up, and they both pretty much start looking at their flaws, and they're all reflecting on themselves, and in the end everybody's having a great time. I say great time, but they're using this experience positively, and they're like, well, let's fight again. Everybody's like, yeah, sure. And we get a little bit of a teaser for next week. Pretty much dude who is crazy just shows up, and he is just like enamored by this one girl in their class. I think it's Togage, Retsina Togake, and they just show her. We don't know what her quirk is, but apparently she's one of the two people that got into the school on recommendation, and she's in 1B, so she's gonna be facing against Bakugo. So I'm really curious because he is really hype about this. He has his whole evil thing going. So you know what, guys? This is one of the absolute best episodes of My Hero Academia I have seen. Period. Along with like Stain and a few of the other greatest fights like All Might versus Nomu, I did not find All Might versus One for All that great. It was okay. But like in terms of animation, just watching Tetsu fight Todoroki, oh my god, and the emotional, I got so much more connected to Tetsu. I do not know if I was supposed to get connected to Tetsu, guys, but I did. So, you know what, guys? I am not sure what to make out of this episode, but I can say one thing for sure. If you are a My Hero Academia fan, if you enjoy fights, if you like seeing these characters interact in ways that you would have never thought, if you like seeing people jump each other back to back to back, this is the episode for you. Everyone should go watch this. I want to give it a 10 out of 10, but there were just very few minor things that irritated me. I hate those flashbacks. I'm sorry. I'm just one of those people. In terms of a My Hero Academia episode, though, this is top tier. Honestly, I would give this a 10 out of 10. I'm probably exaggerating. It's probably more like a 9 out of 10, but I want to give it a 10 out of 10 just because of how hype it is. It has been about 8 hours since I've seen the episode, and I am still hype about this. I am completely like enamored, and I cannot wait to see these characters pop back up, especially these characters from 1B. I wanted to see 1B win and take the lead, and I think they should have. But you know what? It's okay. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, leave any questions, leave what you think. Leave what you think. Leave whoever your favorite character of the episode was, your favorite moment, any of that things, anything you want me to know. And you know what, guys? Don't die. It's bad for your health. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.